Hey everybody, Kerry Waldy here again in my hotel room in Pontiac, Michigan. And we had some great sessions tonight talking with urban leaders with the idea in mind, how can we close that gap, that wealth disparity gap amongst our urban friends? And we talked about cultural conditions and personal conditions regarding prosperity. What needs to change in us? Because we can look at the culture and maybe change it a little bit, but really what we can play on is the strings in our life. This is what we can control. We can fly our airplane. In a previous video, we discussed how important it is to marry your will with the will of your Creator, to walk in a relationship with the God who made you. And in Jesus Christ, our past is forgiven, our present is meaningful, and our future is secured. And if I'm following God's will for my life, I'm guaranteed to succeed because it's God who hands out the grades. And part of success in our world is being a good steward of our abilities and creating capacity to help others, because compassion without capacity is just sympathy. And we've all seen, maybe experienced need in our lives. And it'd be nice to have more capacity to do that. So there's a couple other personal conditions that I want to talk about. One is avoiding a lazy, minimal mindset. And I'm familiar with this because this is how I was when I grew up. I had a minimal mindset, basically saying, what's the least I can do and still get by? C's get degrees, right? What's the least I can do to simply get along and have a minimal pleasure in my life and just enough so that I'm personally happy. And it's a minimal mindset. And I had to come to realize that that's not what I was created to be. I wasn't created to be like that. You see, when Jesus touched things, anything he touched economically, there was always stuff left over. There was food left over, and he would even have them count 12 baskets of food left over. He always did more than enough. He never did just enough. God is not a minimalist. Otherwise, we'd have one sun, one earth, and probably one moon so that the oceans don't stagnate. But God is not a minimalist. He does more than enough. The heavens declare his glory. And so laziness, a lazy spirit, will prevent personal prosperity. And just being a minimalist will prevent capacity to help others. The second condition that I want to talk about are self-limiting beliefs. So much of what is holding us back is that we don't believe we can do it. Self-limiting beliefs, the chief of which is this formula: I can't because I'm not. I can't succeed because I'm not from the right neighborhood. I can't succeed because I'm not smart enough. I can't succeed because I don't have this quality, or I don't have this look, or I don't have this advantage or privilege. Well, those are self-limiting beliefs, and humans can do far greater than we really think we can. I was talking with a friend of mine who was just struggling when I teach these principles often of economic prosperity, because it's so new to them. The vocabulary is so new. Many of them say, I just am struggling to understand what you're saying here. I don't know what a mutual fund is, and I don't understand what an LLC is, and it's so new. But I encourage them and let them know that everything you've ever done in your life, at one time you didn't know how to do it. At one time you didn't know how to do it. I mean, you take something that you take for granted, like walking, that you do every day without even thinking about it. At one time in your life, you struggled to do that. And you were just trying to walk on 2 feet and bashing your head on end tables. Everything you know how to do, at one point in your life, you didn't know how to do it. And that same brain that learned complex functions, like all the neuromuscular functions that take place in order for you to walk upright, and the brain power to learn even how to understand what I'm telling you right now, to learn a language, that same brain that you have can learn how to succeed and learn how to invest and learn how to grow in areas. And you may say, well, I'm just not good at this, or I'm not good at that. You may not be as good as other people, but you can still find a way. At my blog site, kerrywaldy.com, my most read blog is a post on how to get A's for slow learners. and it searched the most by far out of all my blog posts. And the first thing, and I know this, I struggled at school for a long time, but there was a mindset shift finally that helped me graduate top of my class for my master's degree. And the first secret to getting A's for slow learners is believe that you can learn it. Trust the brain that God gave you. It may not be as smart as others, and however that psychology works, I don't know. But I know this, that if I learn to walk and I can learn to read, I can learn anything. And it's just information. So apply yourself. Don't limit yourself, especially if God is calling you to it. He'll bring you through it. You've got the aptitude with His help. Bring mentors in your life. Look at all the different ways that you can learn, whether it's through a podcast or through videos or through reading or through mentorship. And then find a way to put that in your mind. And then repetition is going to breed success. So these two personal concepts, characteristics will help you prosper. Change a minimal mindset. Think, I'm going to increase my capacity. I'm going to do more than enough. I'm going to go the extra mile in my life. I'm going to go a little bit further. If my teacher asks me to do 10 problems, I'm going to do 12. If somebody asks me to go 1 mile, I'm going to go 2. And that's going to help breed a mentality that says, I'm going to do more than enough. And it will increase your capacity. And then examine any self-limiting beliefs. I can't because I'm not. No, if God is calling you to it, you've got the aptitude to do far more than you think you can. All right, I'm signing off from my hotel room in Pontiac, and look forward to more of these videos to help you understand how we can increase our capacity so that our world can be blessed. All right, Godspeed. I'm signing off.